Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Monday, March 9th, 2026. We are looking at the economic calendar for today. So what do we have here for today? Let me just switch for the most important data releases. As you can see, there is no high importance data releases, so maybe medium ones will be found, and the medium ones are as follow. Adjusted current account in Japan up from 2.7 trillion yen to 3.15. CPI in China up from 0.2 to 1.3%, and PPI a little bit better, minus 1.4 was the last reading, minus 0.9 is the current reading. German industrial production data is scheduled for release at 8 o'clock together with the German factory orders. Switzerland SECO consumer climate is scheduled for release at 9 o'clock. Eurogroup meetings start at 11, and 30 minutes later ECB Elderson will give a speech. During the US session there is no important data releases. So without any further ado, let's switch to the charts, and we are going to start with euro dollar. So this is 30-minute chart. As you can see, we broke below the 1.1545 briefly, making a new low at 1.1510, and now we are moving higher. So how does it look on 4-hour time frame chart? The market keeps moving lower despite the bulls trying to bounce way higher from the extremely oversold conditions. They even hit the level of 46 points, almost 50. So maybe this movement to the downside is now done. Maybe this movement to the downside is now completed, and the market needs to move higher. So we will see how it will basically work. Next technical resistance is 1.1579. So this is the red color right now. We are trading below the 100 periods moving average, so no change here. Cable, the same situation. We got movement to the downside to 1.3285. Now we are briefly in the middle of the range, but we are still below the trend line, below 100 periods moving average. There are some technical support levels. Nevertheless, they don't look that good as this one here, the low from the March 3rd, located at 1.3252. The outlook remains bearish as well. US dollar versus the Japanese yen. This market finally breaks above the supply zone, moves toward 158.91, which is not that far away, apparently very close to 159.46. This is the previous wave up swing high and the target for the bulls. Please notice the momentum. We go from the extremely overbought conditions briefly towards the level of 50, and then bulls are still in charge of this market. Now some sort of the movement to the downside should be done. Some sort of the let's say some sort of the pullback or something like this. All of these levels are now the technical support levels here: 157.55, 157.77, 157.98. All of these levels are technical support, and now our blue arrow goes higher to the swing high, located at 159.46. This is the swing high. The swing high was made on January 14th, 2026. So that's the next target. Please notice this gap has not been covered yet as well. Outlook remains bullish. Gold market is trading on basically the same level, just around the 100 periods moving average at 5,107 on 4-hour time frame chart. So no big deal here. We still have the level of 5,249 as a technical resistance and 5,418 as the technical resistance. The momentum is still rather negative, but it's not very negative. It's like quite negative, and the market is waiting for another situation when it can move a little bit higher than it is right now. SP500 gaps down. That's very important. 5,727 technical resistance. sorry, 6,716 technical resistance, 6,710 technical resistance. So this is now the supply zone. We finally broke out of this range. Remember when I was telling you many times that we are inside of this range since the middle of the December 2025, all of the January, all of the February, and finally during the weekend on the March 9th, we gap down significantly towards the lows of 6,630 into the extremely oversold conditions. So that situation here looks very bearish to me. So please keep an eye on this current situation on S&P 500. Crude oil, crude oil is basically unstoppable. We gapped up around $13. Local high, swing high is 119.42, barely 120, and this is first big down candle here on a 4-hour time frame chart, the biggest one in weeks made on the crude oil. Nevertheless, the crude oil is still moving higher. There is a gap here. If we switch to the 1-hour time frame chart, you can see there is a gap here that maybe will be covered, maybe not. It doesn't actually looks like the bears wants to cover this gap. For now, this market keeps moving higher, keeps rallying. It's obviously because of the geopolitical situation on the Middle East. And last but not least, the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin on this is a 1-hour time frame chart. We briefly jumped towards $68,000. Nevertheless, it looks like we got this jump to the upside, sell off, new low, jump to the upside, sell off, new low. Is that the pattern? Is this what we are doing here? We are far away from the 74,050 swing high. So it looks like this market is under the pressure. On the 4-hour time frame chart, it looks like we are testing the 100 periods moving average. Momentum is negative. Momentum is quite weak, 44 points. So after the breakout and test of the $74,000, the rejection was just below 74,652. This is the technical resistance. We need this breakout in order to move higher. Nevertheless, on 4-hour time frame chart, very nice pattern has been spotted here. You can see plenty of red candles here during the downside movement, and now this is one big green candle here, bullish engulfing pattern. So maybe, just maybe, we will see some sort of the upside movement here. Previous local low was made at 66,161, and now the market is trying to go back to the uptrend for the Bitcoin. Plenty of the technical resistance ahead, so please keep an eye on the current situation on Bitcoin. Keep an eye on the current situation of crude oil and gold as well. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.